going to get banned away on the side of the Knights. It's Yamoja, an Aphrodite, and a Ymir getting banned away on the side of Radiance. And so first pick, first come, first serve, it's Scylla. She looked good for Big Man last game. She's looked good for Paul every time he's had her. I think this is going to be more of the same.
75% win rate across 8 picks. That means 6 out of 8. That's really good.
That's insane.
I know that
for
Ben
a
played
win
it
rate.
one earlier, I think, today. So you really
That's
know
an insane
that's been
win rate for a
really,
god.
really clean for these PK and Radiant squads. And that does leave open Persephone and giving Benji that could Cullen again. I mean, how could you not? This dude.
Dude, there's the
like
Sobek.
Vintage Benji. Season 4-esque for sure.
Took long enough.
The bro-back game.
It really did take way
Oh.
too long, I
We
think,
had
for
that
the
Cullen
Sobek to
come
start
through,
making
I
an
think, at least
appearance.
2 games ago. Didn't
Like,
quite get the win, so it is
I
something
needed
at
to
least
see
the Knights have
Sobek like
showcased they can
yesterday.
manage. This Persephone, I wanna talk
know what
about
I
a little
mean?
more, though. We got
Yeah,
to
he's
see
played yesterday, I
Singler
think,
pick her
like,
up, pretty often.
a couple
We've
games,
seen
right?
her come through with a
Yeah, but,
decent
like,
win rate
Not
here
as much
in
as he should have
Worlds,
been, in
but
my opinion.
she's not been picked or banned as much as I would expect. I mean, after what we saw in Phase 2, after what we've seen all year, she's just kind of been thrown to the wayside. We finally get to see her. Is she going to be able to be this big mid laner up against the Scylla?
She definitely can be. She has a little bit more lockdown, a little bit less burst potential, and Persephone damage is, it's hard to describe and play against. And I think that's one of the reasons why she's really good, because sometimes it feels really bursty, sometimes it feels lengthy. With the Bone Rush ends up being a long poke ability, but then the 2 damage can come out quickly if you're underneath her, but delayed and hard to see sometimes if you're away from her. Persephone's a unique mage. And it's one of
Sobek
the
was
reasons why
being
she's been
banned
so heavily
a lot
prioritized
at first,
in these
but
really, really top
not so
tier
much
player
later on.
hands. For this game in particular, Big Man is oftentimes going to be looking to use his ultimate against whatever Fred and Scary are picking, because no Guan Yu this time around for Scary. He's going to get his pick of the litter because Radiance
No, it's funny to me
instead
how many
decide
people
to ban
actually
away
don't know how to
Fred
play
gods.
Sobek, though, but he really
Wonder
is one
what
of the best
they're gonna
gods
pick
right
to
now.
try and dive this
Like,
Persephone
no doubt in my mind, he's one of the
effectively,
best
'cause
gods right
that's
now.
really the key. Being able to follow that leap and then not stress about the ultimate. So usually you need someone with mobility and CC immunity, and that can limit your picks a bit.
Well, I was thinking of actually this exact pick, someone who has the ability to close the gap and can get some CC.
There it is. I got you guys
who
at
we
the
just saw
cam.
Kivo play,
Sorry.
has had a pretty good
I always
weekend
forget
on
to move my
40% win
cam.
rate, though, on the Raven. Maybe not
Always
the
forget
best
to
thing you
move
want
it.
when you lock it in. So jungler adapting, going to be taking that one as opposed to Kivo Fred. But Cabrakan being locked in here. Pretty good against Sobek and Hachiman, but it's the first time we get to see Aurora play it because PK have been so, adamant about banning it.
For good reason. This is a signature Aurora pick, and we saw what he did on the Ares, which is another one of his signature picks. It's not great against
Am I
the Scylla,
drinking? It's like
obviously.
a
She has that
soup.
Sentinel to get under those walls and
It's like
escape that ultimate,
a
but you still
medicinals
have a
kind
great
of soup.
lock-in potential against the Hachiman right as he's hopping on that mounted archery in order to get away. You lock him in, and you're going to feel pretty good about your chances.
It's
Now,
not
Seth-
miso,
and
but
Red
it's
Tusker,
a soup
okay,
that's
I
really
just
similar to
throw everything
miso.
I was about to say out the window. I was
There's
gonna
no
say,
way.
He's been banned a whole ton, but he
Freya?
had a very abysmal win rate
Wow,
here. Set
really?
has not been picked up
I
too
wouldn't be
often.
surprised.
Red Tusker,
Cyclone does
now
play Freya.
Hover? I mean, Radiance, this is something Cyclone Spin played a
Bro,
lot.
they're
but
really getting it.
we're
They're
talking
really gonna lock
Ring
it.
of Hecate meta pre-mid-season phase 1
Yo,
discussion. We're not talking
Silverman,
in phase 2, except
have
for
a good one.
maybe a few
Enjoy your
times
nap.
overall.
Thanks for hanging out here. I
Is she someone
appreciate
that
you.
could work well? I mean, with Cabrakan as well?
When you think of Freya, I think everyone kind of thinks of Funballer as a big Freya player.
Yeah.
I mean, you think about a couple different players throughout Smite's history. Cyclone's
Okay, good.
Freya is one of the best
good.
Freyas of all time. You think of their run this season 5 there for Splice.
What
Part of
you
that
hating on the
insane
Freya
draft
so
they
much
got game
for?
5, I think,
'Cause
was
it's
part
in
of that
season
Freya, but
5.
besides
Yo,
the
to be
switch
fair though, I'm so freaking glad that Chernobog's finally making
and
an
landing near
appearance.
his own team,
That
in
god
order
is
to
so
set up,
good.
if you're going to do that.
I really
isn't
do think he's so
Chernobog
good.
just kind of
Yeah, he's gonna be solid
because you don't
against
have to
that
worry
comp.
about using your ultimate for damage in the first place. That ultimate brings more utility. You get to the fight much more quickly than something like that Apollo. And I think of Chernobog as one of the safer hunters in the game, especially against someone like a Ratatosker, where if he's hovering over you, you can use that
Man, this
into
could be
darkness,
game.
go into a wall.
I
and
really
buy
like
far more time for
Chernobog
your front line
Persephone
to come
here.
back and help you.
here's
I
the
don't know.
fun
I think
But I
PK's
also really
draft
like
is better.
Set Sobek. Yeah.
I think PK's draft is
We've seen
way
both in the
better
solo
than
lane.
Radiance's
Ratatosker
draft.
for Fine OK
The
earlier,
Cabra pick
Set
is so
by
cringe. It's
most
like
solo
they
lanes,
literally
also
only
Fine
pick it
OK,
for
actually,
Hachi.
notably,
It's
I'll
like,
just use him as
why?
both examples because it's a lot easier. In the regular season,
Kills that man.
which do you prefer over
They're
there?
literally
I mean, either can
relying on
really go over there. I think
Persephone
they
and
can both
Cabra
flex in the
3.
jungle as well.
Like
But do you
Cabra
have a
3, Cabra
preference which
4.
one you'd
Like,
send
I don't
over?
know.
Before
It's-
this tournament, I would have said I'd
they can make it
prefer
work, they
Rat
can make
jungle,
plays,
Set
but-
solo. But with how
Yeah,
successful Fine
yeah, I know what you
Variety
mean.
were,
Cabrakan
this
with
pick,
Robin
I
though.
think I'd prefer the Ratatosker in the solo
It's
lane.
just, I don't know.
I don't
think
think
PK is going to win this game.
With his PK draft.
I don't think Chernobog counters Apollo. I just think that Chernobog is one of the best hunters for keeping up with Apollo. That's the main reason why I think Chernobog has been criminally underutilized.
Like PK just has. I'm like picturing all the fights in my head, like early game, mid game, late game, like how they're gonna operate, like on paper and stuff. It's just like I just can't see PK losing. Unless they like snowball or they're missing like heavy cooldowns from Scylla.
Yeah, it is a really good draft, I think.
Like literally, picture the fights in your head. It's just like what are they gonna do? It's so hard for Radiance to do anything.
Yeah, I don't know. That is really tough to fight into. That's actually a nasty comp to fight into.
We're gonna push up on their back line. Okay, Scylla's gonna fuck you with Hachi, and then there's gonna be a Sobek doing best of both worlds, aggression and peeling, while Set and Rat are free diving your back line.
The Set and Rat.
Like who's gonna peel? Who's gonna peel them? Fucking Cabrakan.
Cabrakan peel for the Persephone. Yes. Insane feel.
Yeah, it's gonna be this is so terrible. The Cabra pick really ruined their whole draft.
And he doesn't scale as well as Set or Ratatosker, I feel like.
Want to hear what Aggro and them were saying?
Mid to late game. Rat just having
Aggro knows what's up.
Pressure at all times.
He's literally just saying what I'm saying.
Even if he isn't one-shotting me off that ult, even though you can if you build full damage, he puts so much more pressure on you into the stage of the late game than someone like Robin.
Well, now the Sobek Hachiman, like I think that's something we've already seen and has done decently well enough that you're not too stressed about it. Cabrakan, Chernobog, that's going to be the interesting one. But guys, there are 8 world champions in this matchup.
Yeah, I put it on mute for a second there, guys. I muted it so I could have my own thoughts. Let's move into
game number 4 then.
All right, you guys know the drill.
Sits with Radiance. Let's see if they can maybe find a way to close this out. Or Pittsburgh Knights can yet again find a way to extend a set.
It is Worlds, friends. It is Worlds.
What could happen for any one of these squads? Obviously, so Finch and Mifflin, and still Doug, making sure we could see everything that is going on. Mifflin, in this one, you heard them talking about how maybe this Robin won't quite be able to match up with where Kibo Fred could be on this Rat later on. But also that we might not see this pace really pick up any from what we've seen in the other games.
I don't know, man. I would like to see...
Or are we going to be in the same spot we were in before?
Look, I love fast games, Finch. I mean, Ghost Gaming, for me, that's idyllic Smite, right? When you're able to run it down in 25 minutes apiece. But I really do like these calculated chess, 4D chess, okay?
Yeah.
You don't go to 50
I like that
minutes
everything's starting as expected right now.
The chess, but this is a much different look for both teams. It's going to be a completely different feel in this match because of one defining characteristic. No more healers. Sustain doesn't exist. It's time to fight.
Yeah, no Guan
I'm glad that these teams finally shied away though from the healer meta, and they're like, all right, F this guy. We wanna actually play some Smite game. I love that we're there now.
Don't have those same options for sticking around in the fights, like the way that we might see in some of those other games. So it is gonna be the set for Scary D here in solo. We've seen sets in the jungle for the most part, but you also see him over here in solo. How do you like it in here in Scary D's hands, and what's he looking to do?
I'm expecting early rotation. Set's got some of the best lockdown possible for the aggressive play style, but I think it's interesting. I mean, the devs seem to think it was going to be the Ratatasker out of the solo lane for the additional sustain and the ability to bully in and fight up against the Skakulin. Set, not really as much. He's going to be under a lot of threat in this lane, at least through the early levels, because of exactly what we're seeing right now. Benji in that transform state, there's no way for Set to deal with that.
No, not at all. I mean, very few feel comfortable fighting Kukulin when he's in that form. There's very few places where this set, at least early, can afford to keep up with what Benji's going to be able to do. But later on in the game, That bruiser-esque build could certainly cause some problems for Tings, for Cyclone Spin. But you heard the way they talked about Cyclone Spin's Chernobog on the desk as one of the safest hunters, a pretty safe hunter who can use the ability to dash into walls or go up into the sky and retreat as an option here. How do you feel about Chernobog at this point? We really haven't seen much of him.
I think it's interesting. Aggro already highlighted on the desk in that every single time we saw the Apollo ultimate go through, every time he went into the air, he was landing next to his team as Cubo Fred finds a stun in mid, should fizzle out there. He would always land next to his team instead of throwing for these aggressive dunks that we saw from Zapman or we see from Barracuda. But Chernobog doesn't have that option. He's got to land on the shadows that are spawned. Sure, you're getting the additional utility, the global slow on the enemy comp.
Sorry, Chad. I'm trying to do something at the same exact time as this stuff. But I promise I got you guys in a second.
Or is going right back where you left from, right? And you can play around that certainly if you're on the side of Pittsburgh Knights. How about having a Scylla Crush waiting for him or something like that? If he doesn't want to run into someone else's waiting arms. Maybe going to be a bit difficult for Cyclone Spin to navigate this, but he's played this Chernobog certainly before. Something we know that he's comfortable with and he can perform with. You saw the Freya highlight for a minute there on the desk.
Chills.
Would you have liked to see that one?
Wait, what's up? Does the experience differ when the tower kills the minions, or just it's only the gold? You don't lose experience when the tower kills minions. Have I played? I haven't played it all on PTS yet. My Cygnus is way better, by the way, dude. My Cygnus is a million times better. Antibiotics go crazy. Shout out to Science. Shout out to Science for existing.
I think that this is a much safer pick. It's going to fit the playstyle that we've seen, but with every match going 40, 50 minutes, not much scales.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get all the highlights from today's games. I really am trying to snag all those up for you guys.
But it's those two guys as being able to pilot at a high level here in the SPL. So it might have been fun to see it come out, but alas, it is not to be. So we find ourselves just under 4 minutes into this contest. 3 blinks.
Oh man, it's crazy. I think this could be the last one. This could potentially be the last game. Like, that's what you guys really have to think about.
He's under pressure in solo even and needs the safety.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what it is. He's also worried about the gank potential, right? Set not nearly as safe as something like a Guan Yu, like he's been playing the entirety of the set. If adapting rotates over and he finds the root, should be pretty easy to lock down this guy. So the beads is a very smart.
I wouldn't be surprised if they do try to look for like heavy kill potential here, though.
Lane, not like a blink.
That's kind of what I'm waiting for.
Make it much easier for him to sit on the back line. I think it's a double-edged sword here. Sure, you're more survivable, but you're also cutting.
Do I get shit for playing the test server? No. There's no incentive to play test server other than to check it out. It's solely just to test out new things. There's literally no perks to it. There's not even a good ranked. Like if they at least had like a ranked for us, it'd be cool. But like we don't get a rank. And so it begins.
There it is.
And so it begins.
Makes it out of there. One more tower shot would have been able to return the kill. Benji, it's got to be upsetting. Is this the 3rd game in a row we see a 3-man rotation in the early game into his lane?
It's
last
kind
time
of a compliment,
around?
Really, right?
Yeah, I live in their head rent-free. That's what Benji's saying right now. I'm sure he's not too worried about it, especially.
Yeah, how annoyed are you if you're a solo laner getting ganked 3-man at this point?
You're acting like I don't get ganked 24/7 playing
That's what I'm
solo.
saying. That's why I had to ask it.
It's frustrating.
That's why I had to ask it.
Kind of small gold lead
Look at that hot Cabracanal.
There's the tectonic shift, but Zapman leaves cleanly. One dash, and he never thinks about that ult. And Zapman's been really patient with his relics all day long. I don't expect that to change here.
Look, you play Smite for 8 years, you know when you're in danger, right? And Zapman not in danger in that situation, not when he's got plays like that one. Holds onto the ultimate, holds onto the bead, so now he does not have to be worried about subsequent ganks. Aurora, on the other hand, losing out on his ultimate, 3v3 in mid, you're not going to be really able to win that until that's backed up. So now Radiance probably going to be spinning their wheels for another 40 or so seconds.
Yeah, can't afford to get active, at least not on Aurora's behalf, in a world where he does not have that ultimate on his side. So instead, we'll see him kind of play a little bit back. As we've kind of seen all set so long, I don't think that we should be really surprised at all if maybe there's a couple of ganks, maybe a kill or two, as we've already gotten first blood. But kind of like they said on the desk, this game's going to be decided much later in the game, 20, 25 minutes in or so. So this point in the game is all about setting them up for that later point in the game when they know it's contested. But Cubo's Fred in danger getting collapsed on? Not in any danger at all. One quick dart, and he's out of there.
He's already got the Thistlethorn Acorn available to him, so now he's got the additional Acorn Blast, make it much easier to land those stuns. I want to see Cubo get involved
want to see Kivo get involved early on. Shut up, Mifflin. Get out of my brain.
Really is looking for that 12-minute mark.
What do you think?
Yeah, Mifflin.
Completely surrounded.
Shut up, Mifflin.
Yeah, Miff.
Get out of that situation scot-free.
That's what all Radiance could have been looking for, though, right? Was to at least force that ultimate out of him. Now, without beads, maybe if there's a perfect CC chain, they can have the damage, but more than likely, Hugo Fred escapes there once he
Is it more intimidating to see world champion? Or is it more incentive to want to farm if you see the world champion flex?
Bro, that's why I took off my world champion title, because every time I wear it, I get camped.
That were paced a little bit faster than this one, or a set paced a bit faster. You might not have been looking for much anyway.
No, it seems like farming is the name of the game at this point.
Sorry, Stonewall. For a second, I thought I knew my own commands there.
1,000 gold deficit as Radiance
yeah,
has been playing the neutral game a little bit better this time around. But we're starting to approach.
I hate Sobek so much.
He's so good.
He's so annoying.
He's honestly so good.
So stupid.
And this time around,
he's such a neutral. Persephone ult casually avoids the Sobek.
I'm gonna say one thing real quick before I talk about the Grasp of Death.
Even if you do hit the Sobek, he just lurks.
Yeah.
Staring at each other.
I know.
Low action. There have been invades. There have been attempts for sure. These two teams are trying for early advantages, but they're both really strong and they just don't quite materialize. Also, Persephone has not had a good event, has she? I mean, certainly she's had some stuff there, but
oh man, Finch, don't say it.
Not hit home.
Yeah, it's not the easiest.
Dude, ADA's gonna be like, see, told you guys, Persephone, not that good. See, look at her world's performance. I was right. Never needed a nerf.
Is trying his best to land it. I think the
best
we've seen all week was like.
Technically, she needs a buff.
She needs a buff. Make that ult movement speed faster.
When she dies in her passive, give her all her cooldowns back so she can ult again.
Oh my god.
You're not gonna see many more.
Ajax is sitting there thinking like, holy shit, that's a good idea.
Big man Tings has been elite this year. I don't think.
Yeah, I need you to stop making suggestions like that that actually sound like they could be taken into consideration. Oh my god, dude.
And I'm telling you, Sobek OP.
You shall not escape. And now Kivo Fred moves in. Tings is the target. Those beads are forced.
Dude, Kivo could have committed to that. Dead ass. If I'm Kivo, I'm dashing in there. Is that crazy? Like, I think if he dashes in there, he's gonna kill Big Man.
No overhead kick available means that he's just gonna die every single time. Fantastic pluck from Neoma, recognizing the opportunity and setting up PK.
Nah, dude.
Well. Radiance though, still gonna be in the gold lead.
They've been putting pressure on some of these buffs, the red buff in particular.
Izanami! Izanami's so much fun. She's so much fun to play. If you like ADCs at all, I would definitely recommend Izanami.
Is absolutely here as that man's caught out. There's the tectonic shift, but he responds with the ult right into Tings' hands, and Grasp of Death is there. How about 3 kills in the
Wait, how does he have his ult again?
Yeah, Radiance trying to match.
His ult is already back up.
We already said it.
Hate my life.
Gonna miss many more. Slams a zap one with the Grasp of Death.
Benji should keep going. He's got the rage transformation coming, and Scary D cannot hope to survive. Cupo Fred would love.
Can he kill him? I don't think he kills him.
Have Blink. He already used the dart. Benji gets
I mean, if he stunned him, then Sobek plucked him.
And what about this adjustment in the pace? Now Radiance. Gold Fury. Nothing like
I don't see myself playing PTS after this because I've already been streaming for almost 7 hours, not expecting Worlds to be this long. Like, semis has literally been almost 7 hours so far, guys. I hope you realize that.
Easily in the early game and walks out in style. And look at this difference in
yeah, I have no idea, Dark. I'm sorry. I'm the worst person ever to ask for names.
He wants to be able to fight constantly using those auto attacks. Whereas on the
Which
other
do I
hand,
think I'll play more?
Mystical Mail as well as the exhaust his second
yeah, I'll definitely be playing PTS though. I'm only gonna be playing PTS from now on because I don't see the point of playing anything other than Season 8. But I don't think I'm playing any PTS today after stream like I thought I was because semifinals have just been like it's already been 7 hours. I'm talking to you, Whitley, about asking if I'm gonna play PTS or not.
I want to try and get out in front early.
Look, I mean, if PK is the king of the endurance war, Radiance doesn't want to go there again. It's a
like,
battle of asphyxiation, isn't it? It feels suffocating how long these matches have been going. It's whether or not you're able to play perfectly for 58 uninterrupted minutes.
3 times.
One mistake 3 times. It's not easy. Radiance trying to keep it up here.
Neoma setting up the red buff invade. Paul and Zapman are here. So great work
So
there by
big
the
with
Orc
red
side
buff.
team to move in, but adapting
So
is
big with
aggressive,
red
I'm telling
buff.
you, this is a different Radiant squad ulting in.
Everyone
looking
about to get
punish Neil
fragged.
Maw, but I think Neil has escaped. Grasp of Death doesn't get there in time.
I like how Zap had to
Zapman has
ult
used the
away
ultimate
from the
before, so
grasp of
who knows?
death on
Yeah,
Persephone
Zapman
ult.
does get caught by that grasp
That's
of
so
death.
dumb.
The ultimate is used, but he does maintain the relic.
Oh,
Down,
Tings is so
actually,
dead.
Big man Tings caught in mid. Scary D picks up the kill.
But he did manage to get them low, so that means Cyclone Spin can come in.
Oh my
Zapman
god.
has got to kill an adapting, but
Here comes
Benji
that
puts
Benji.
down Cubo. Fred,
He's
I
so
don't know how
big.
Scary
He's
D is
just
still
running
alive,
at
but
him.
Benji is looking to rectify that situation
Surprised he
shortly.
backed
They have
off.
sent Scary D back towards Aurora, but Neil and Zapper here. Good work.
Jesus.
2-for-1 trade in favor of the Knights.
I'm yawning now because of the alcohol.
Radiance win out on the pressure, trying to invade out this red.
I was trying to figure out. I was like, why am I yawning? I'm not tired. And then I realized because I had alcohol.
Gonna go the way of Radiance.
You know what that means when you start getting tired? Drink more.
I'm trying to make it to game 5. No, my body physically does not want any more of this hard cider rosé.
Yeah, I know.
I can I'm like shuddering every time I sip it now.
I'm literally just getting over like the buzz drunkenness now.
Right now at this point in the game. Good
Oh, no, like I
I-
said, it made me very like yawny.
That is absolutely toxic. I can't believe it. I mean, Radiance just showed them the goodwill of clearing out that red buff on their own, even when.
Yeah, no, still, well, trust me, man. Hit that Izanami grind. Izanami's queen. Izanami's bae. She's so much fun to play. So much fun to play. I don't think you'll be unhappy with her. She's a really fun hunter.
But it seems like PK not really gonna risk this one. They don't want to worry about that rotation. Has been playing this much.
Chat, I made a mistake.
We said it earlier. It's not really his MO, is it? That tanky bruiser.
I'm trying to make it to all 5 games.
I think it's really him trying to step up.
If it goes all 5 games, that is.
You think Adapting wants another one, huh? I feel the same way. This guy trying to take his destiny to his own hands as Benji secures his own blue buff up against Scary, or at least tries to, as Neil Maw becomes the target. Adapting up downs with the ultimate, but with that slow there, he gives up the chase. They come back to their own way. Make sure they take that one as well. But once again, the Knights are on the Chaos side of the map, stripping farm. Radiance
All right.
great pace, but PK have not
I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I might not make it to game 5. Like I might call it after this one.
Going their way. I mean, even though Radiance
is that wrong?
Even a little bit of
Bro,
experience.
no, you're. I mean, I've been streaming 7.5 hours.
Yeah, I just I feel bad because it's like I want to be here for all the games in case it does go all 5. But like I'm yawning so bad because of all the alcohol.
At least I did. Radiant should be setting the pace almost exclusively. They've got a Bracken out of support. One of the
I just don't know how to stop myself.
You can have, as well as a Robin out of the jungle. But so far,
honestly, Joby, I want it to be a 5-game set again. I don't want it to be just 4 games. I want it all 5. I want every PK set to go the distance. Like, Worlds are so much more hype whenever teams start going the distance in their sets. It's just so much more entertaining to see what happens next. What's the time for me? 8:02, but I've had this much to drink today as somebody who traditionally never drinks. So, yeah, it's 8 p.m., but
because he doesn't have Aegis, it means he pops.
I'm having a rough time.
Fighting, it doesn't put him in that non-combat state. I really think that's a smart pickup.
Oh, but look at this. Radiance are here for this Gold Fury spawn. Both solo laners are up there near the
I'm so sorry. Smite mistake. 3 a.m., 6 a.m. Yeah.
Radiance not interested.
Yeah, I get it, Joby. Trust me. For the EU crowd, I totally see how tough it is for you guys to try and stay up for all this.
Him at all times. That semi-global is going to be so detrimental to the back line of Radiance. I think it's right that they back up there and get ready for the fight.
Adapting has to use the ultimate.
Take a coffee? Yeah, I don't want to take any caffeine right now, though.
Grasp of Death makes its way through.
If I take caffeine right now, I'll be up all night.
Is still an adapting. He needs assistance. There's the shell.
No, Scary's got him.
Can't just make his pathway in. Cubo Fred drops and gets the kill.
Cubo's gonna get out for free. That's crazy.
Never gets to live.
Nah, they've got to chase him. Yeah, there it is. That's nice.
That's a huge.
That's so much commit though to kill the rat.
Well, not in favor of anyone. It's 1-for-1, but to tie Radiance over the wall. Paul does not hit the ultimate, but I like the try. So with both junglers down at this point, I don't know that we'll see much more action on this. Maybe right back to farming.
Look, is it just me? I would have preferred to have seen Set jungle, Rat solo.
is huge value.
I said that at the beginning of the game too.
I feel like that would have been way better.
Yeah.
I don't really like Set in solo because you don't get to do anything with him that he's like so good at.
Unless you get like camped and snowball out of control. But
Yeah.
when that happens, you just lose Gold Fury.
And Paul making their way back in. They don't want to give this up for free, but Neil this time has been rooted. This time Neil Ma's in trouble, but Scary
Oh
D,
man, dude.
Scary D,
What a steal.
Primal Fury as well. And now they've got a chance to lock down Aurora. Scary D stepping up for him. Though they do lose that man as Scary gets the triple.
And they're gonna not stop there. Cuvo looking for Tings, and he absolutely finds him.
That is.
Look at the brink. We thought Radiance was gonna get the goal.
That's.
Scary D.
I hope she kills Neil Ma.
That would have been hilarious getting like a double
man.
kill after death.
After death, yeah. I honestly wanted her to kill Neil Ma there though.
Really, the Knights were just waiting for an opportunity to re-engage the overcommit onto Neil at the start.
Multi-killer stopped drinking. I stopped drinking because I can't. Like, my body's rejecting the alcohol. I'm sorry, Chad. I'm a pussy. I'll admit to it. I don't look drunk enough. Yeah, I'm probably not going to look drunk, but like, I stop myself before getting there. I hate that I'm yawning right now at 8 p.m. It's so dumb. God. Hate Ratatoskr though, for real.
As now the Pyromancer are going to go down for PK alongside the Invades coming
Oh
out
no, these replays, the choppiness.
Is Scary D going on.
Hover around the back line of this fight. I mean, that's
feel like I'm watching a Smite slideshow.
Those auto attacks easy to land and adapting, but you can't step up when you're that low.
It was a slideshow for you too, right?
Test on that one. Got a good fight from Scary D, who has been such an impact player for the Pittsburgh Knights all week since they were.
The thing is, this isn't a boring set though. That's why I hate yawning.
He has been a big part
like, it would be justified if this set was even like somewhat boring, but this has actually been a really good set between these two teams. I feel bad that I'm yawning, but I'm literally only yawning because I'm intoxicated.
He is huge. Look how far back adapting is, and they've got about a 1-level lead.
I'm literally just intoxicated.
Radiance gonna have to play this a bit more careful now.
They should, and PK. Now is the time to start pushing this advantage. Scary D is massive at this point. He's a tanky frontliner. His damage output is really hard to contend.
Gamer probably didn't cancel his tremors because he wanted to keep them slowed. He's just trying to keep them trapped.
Considering the build Tings decides to go for, we've seen a lot of these Persephone's locked.
And it's so hectic in these team fights, man. I wouldn't be surprised if there's just like shit the players outright miss, because you have to remember when you're looking at Smite from like top-down perspective, you're seeing everything. You don't really get that as a player in game. Like, it's way easier for us to make, you know, call-outs of like, you know, oh, why didn't they do this? Why didn't they do that? But like when you're actually in the fight and like in the zone, like, it's a lot harder to make that kind of decision.
They absolutely do take that red buff uncontested from Radiance.
Damn, dude.
Putting a little bit of pressure on
I am sad that I'm not going to play PTS tonight, because I did want to play Season 8 PTS, but I will definitely be playing a buttload of Season 8 as soon as Worlds is over. Because I'm pretty sure I'm going to come back tomorrow and watch the games again tomorrow.
500 damage for every single crit. Whereas Zapman, a little bit more so focused towards that tank shred. He wants to be able to deal with
definitely watching the games tomorrow.
He wants to deal with Benji adapting, so it makes sense that there's that slight disparity there. But even then, he needs to know Cyclone Spin is not to be trifled with.
Not at all. He is swinging. Big Man Tings has the glow about him. Did he pick up a potion, or that's an effect I'm overlooking? He's ready for battle either way, though they do end up losing that mid-tier 1 tower.
Isn't it crazy that Persephone has an upgraded shell? Hey, what do you think about that Persephone upgraded shell?
So if I'm Radiance, I'm really not.
And the Chernobog upgraded shell.
Hey, I like it, honestly.
Look at this grouping from Radiance. It feels like to me they think PK is likely going to be going for the fire giant or trying
they got it because it's you can't really do anything about the dive.
It's not enough to feel confident going for the most important.
It's crazy because like they get blown up by Scylla, but they can somehow like sometimes survive the rat and set, right?
Yeah.
So that's the trade-off. No Aegis for Scylla, but then you have Shell for set and rat.
Where they can go for the win.
And Hachi, I mean, if he holds the backline, but yeah.
They cannot afford to head over towards fire.
I think this goes all 5.
There are no safer neutral objectives.
This is like shaping up to say all 5.
Down here at this point. So they'll be going about this one a little bit more slowly, just kind of waiting.
You're allowed to be in voice chat channels when you play ranked. Yeah, Just like make sure you're in one of the like public channels, and you shouldn't have any issues. But like, there's a looking for players thing. Whoops.
I think it's
And you can always like try and use the looking for players tab. I'm not as active in my Discord as I want to be though. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna work on this new year, I think, or this year. I think I'm gonna be better about being more active with my like subs and shit in the Discord itself. But one thing I will say that holds true every single time is my Discord is open to anybody. And if you want to look for people to play with, that's definitely a good place to start.
And even the tremors on the back end. So that's ult for ult. Paul's ult
These team fights are making me so uneasy between these two teams.
That is a huge loss. The Armor Monster not only going to be a fantastic confirmation tool on the objective itself, but also just a great way to finish off some of these kills. Big man Tings maintains his grasp of death. This is going to be a good opportunity.
No, my Discord's open for anybody that wants to be a part of the Otter Posse. Like, it doesn't matter if you're a sub bro, non-sub bro, whatever. As long as you're following the channel, you can chill in the Discord, no problem.
Try and close that gap a bit. Now the Oni Fury started. Zapman is
an active Discord, right?
Still confirmed with Crush, even without the ultimate. And Radiance never even contest. Yet another bit of an advantage going to the Knights.
5,000.
You know, I really do think it's yeah,
you saw that Twilight Zone shit go down.
Yeah. Smite trying to stay alive.
That means this Oni minion wave should spread.
Even spectators sick of Persephone and Scylla's bullshit.
Pyromancer easy for the PK boys.
Looks like it will be maybe a Roar kind of hanging around. No, all of Radiance moving in. They've got Dingy, Tings adapting Aurora all here on the right side. Only Cyclone Spin.
Yeah, can you imagine any person checking out Smite for the first time ever? They're like, is this a normal thing?
No, he does have to go to a shadow that is near an opponent. So his team comes in, makes it safer for him to go to Cubo Fred. The Cyclone Spin is out.
When did I start playing Smite? Oh, I'm such a Smite boomer. Okay. I started playing Smite back in the alpha. For anybody who doesn't know, before there was a closed beta, there was an alpha. And I started playing Smite so early, my accounts within the first 500 accounts ever made. I'm like number 300 something. I don't know exactly which number in the 300s, but I'm pretty sure I'm like somewhere in the mid. I know I'm definitely in the 300s, and I'm pretty sure it's mid 300s. But like, I've been playing Smite for nearly a decade of my life, and I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing still. Straight up.
The poke matters more than it ever has. Again, PK.
It's a thing though. It's definitely a thing. Definitely a thing. Definitely a big part of my life. Regardless.
But already we're seeing PK backing up.
I'm gonna take a sip. I almost feel like I have to finish this fourth bottle. I honestly feel obligated to finish the fourth beer.
Keep your eyes on Cubo Fred. He's gonna be the one initiating the majority of these fights.
A lot of the time it'll be him
Damn.
or Neil. Look at
my body said, just kidding. My body said, stop drinking this.
Pittsburgh Knights seem to get stronger the tougher the situation is. They have a sort of Zenkai boost, don't they?
Yeah, I honestly just think it's the flavor that I'm rejecting.
Right back in the skirmish.
Not so much the alcohol itself as much as it is the flavor.
So next time they come into one of these fights, what's your priority for Radiance? Is it Paul?
You gotta be up there in terms of account number. If you join during the alpha or the closed beta, you're probably pretty up there. But if you were in during the alpha, you're definitely up though. Judging up in the first week of closed beta, ooh. I could see you within the first 1,000. I would definitely say you're in the first 1,000, if not close. I could definitely see you up there.
But either way,
I wish I could tell you if I still worked there. I could tell you exactly. But all I know is that I looked into it when Maddie, because Maddie asked me one day, so I looked into our accounts, and I remember mine was somewhere in the 300s. His was somewhere. Maddie's is actually within the first 100 accounts ever made. That was insane to me personally. But Maddie's like no bullshit within the first 100 Smite accounts ever made. Like, he's got a Smite account that's older than some of the devs in the game. That's wild. Having a Smite account older than some of the devs.
PK is kind of spinning their wheels right now.
Around the time Mori was at it, around when Chaga's released, damn, it's crazy to think about how long it's been for some of those gods.
Instead, it's been a very consistent, we're just going to go back to farming. Sure, we're going to strip away a little bit of the farm of
That's what I meant, yeah.
Neutral objectives, whatever it be. But either way, take a peek at the XP across the board. You only hit level 20 once. What was a 3-level lead out of the jungle just moments ago has dwindled to 1. The majority of Radiance is starting to tick over to level 20. 10,000 experience at 26 minutes means a lot less than it did just even 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, exactly right. I mean, slowly but surely, Radiance are catching up. I mean, look, adapting, he's level 19. The experience gap can't keep increasing. Obviously, the gold can, and that is significant. Already a 5th slide item finished, as Cubo Fred has been locked down, adapting, looking for a chance for the punish, but doesn't have the damage to do it here at this point.
I know for myself, personally, the highest I've been offered so far from my Smite account is a little bit more than 3 grand. I don't know how much Maddie's been offered for his, but like both of our Smite accounts, easily both of our Smite accounts, because we both have Grandmaster borders, we both have, like, he has a World Championship title on his, but I've got Dev avatars and titles. It's tough. I think both of our Smite accounts are easily worth probably 8 to 10k each. I think both of our Smite accounts are worth 8 to 10k each, and I could even add every single skin on the game.
Still big OP.
Right on
Shut
the
up.
right away,
Hate that.
but for how much
He live.
Cubo,
The counter. Gabber doing nothing.
Yeah, but adapting got the kill.
Given Radiance time, and Radiance are making it work.
Look at Zap. Zap panicking.
But in come the rest of this Radiant squad, but maybe a little bit too far ahead.
Oh. That
But
Persephone ult, though.
It's 2 for 2. And as you said,
that should have been clean. But adapting made a huge play there.
Every single time they find ways to turn around these fights. It's Benji.
Oh, dude. It's disgusting. But like the amount of money that people would pay for Smite accounts is crazy. Someone offered you 13k for your account? That's wild, man. That's wild. For your Siege account? Holy shit. Yeah, hold on. Let me ask Maddie how much he thinks our accounts are worth. Like I said, I'm pretty sure we could even maybe... I might be underselling with 8 to 10k, because I feel like with all the skins that we have already, some of them might already be worth that amount, but I don't know. Hey, how much do you think your Smite account is worth?
Like 30 grand?
30 grand? Holy shit. Okay, I said that our accounts were worth like maybe 8 to 10k each. I didn't
know.
Yeah, I didn't even think about the account numbers and things like that, so I was definitely underselling. Like, how much do you think my account is worth?
Like, how many skins do you have?
Oh, I have so many skins. I could have all of them, too.
You gotta, like, factor in the value there, how long the account's been around, like...
Yeah, because we're both, like, I told Chad already, I'm within the first 500, and you are, too. Yeah. We're not gonna talk about that.
Yeah, I was, like, within the first, like, 100.
Yeah, you were within the first 100. I remember that, because remember when I looked it up at work? Because we were trying to see which one of us had, like, joined first, and we had a feeling it was you. That was still, like, that's still crazy to me. But I didn't even factor in how much value that added to our accounts. Like, I guess my account might actually be worth closer to 20k then.
Well, you gotta think about it, too. Like, I also have the World Champion title, and there's, like, 50 accounts that have that, maybe, in Smite.
Yeah. No, I think yours is worth more than mine, because I have, the only thing that I have exclusive is the dev stuff.
Yeah. I also have, like, all the Xbox and PlayStation skins on a PC account.
Yeah.
Which is also pretty valuable, because I just had high-res unlock them for me.
I mean, like I said, the skin stuff I'm not even really thinking about, because we could unlock whatever skins we wanted in the game, thanks to high res.
Shout out.
Yeah, shout outs to that community team for being bros about that. But yeah, I think skins alone would probably take it near 20k, right?
I mean, yeah, and then you have the if you have the charity skins too. If you have the Archon Thana, you got the Poseidon. Those are 1,000 each.
Man, that's just crazy to think. Holy shit, Smite skins are so expensive. Sobek, by the way. Oh man, dude, that Pride win. Wait, does Aurora Pride win? Yeah, he does. This is crazy. This might be it.
I think PK is gonna win this shit.
I thought so, but then I watched Paul and Zapman die.
I don't know. They're not gonna kill Sobek. They're not gonna kill anybody else.
Well, no, I think my issue is that, like, for PK, I feel like they do better trying to counter-initiate here. They're constantly trying to be the initiators with Sobek, and I like that, but I feel like Radiance has really good counter collapse because of the Chernobog and the Robin.
Cabra should
Dude,
all off the
Poseidon's such a
Sobek
flex.
Like,
The humble brag, right? Like, these are the most awkward fire giant pools ever.
oh, Radiance got it. And they're going to get the kills too. Oh.
Yeah, no. I think only Scary needed to die there. I think only Scary needed to die there.
PK
Poor
had the
Neil, dude.
lead. They were doing so well. They have the better comp. Now they're throwing it.
I don't think they're throwing it. I mean, I feel like Radiance really does
They're
have...
going to lose their whole lead here.
Radiance has
off
such
the
a
towers.
big brain counter collapse, man. I'm telling you. Respect the bog. Chernobog's so fucking good.
I respect no bog.
Look at that Scylla Mad Guy's cloak pool, by the way.
Oh, man.
Oh yeah, that's the Archon Thanto skin, Avian, that we're talking about. Dude, these Phoenixes just fold. Oh man, this might be it.
No. They're going to get the towers. Then everyone's going to buy. Then there'll be a big fight. That's the play. All right, they're backing. They're going to push out. They got speed. What else they got? Blue. Gold Fury.
Yeah, Maddie's a world
they're
champion.
Just going to do gold instead. And then they're going to go to tier 2.
Maddie was the coach for Cognitive Prime when they won Worlds. He was literally the coach for, like, all the COG teams back in the day. And he was a big part of the reason why they got as good as they did, because Cognitive Prime actually wasn't that great, but they had a lot of issues with getting scrims back in the day, so Cognitive Red was formed. That was like the whole reason why Cognitive Red even became a thing, was so that Cognitive Prime could actually have like a dedicated scrim partner, because they were constantly getting scrim blocked back in the day. So Cognitive Prime and Cog Red started just scrimming each other all the time, and that made both of those teams way better than like literally everybody else.
This is so weird.
In Pro League play at the time.
Radiance is giving up gold.
And then Cognitive Gaming decided they wanted a third roster, so they tried to pick up a European team, also known as Cognitive Aquila, back in the day.
Are they going to just force them back?
But that team ended up later on breaking off.
Hachi's staying to do
into a different team, because Hi-Rez was like, Cognitive Gaming cannot have 3 different rosters.
Dude,
so
what
Cognitive
the hell
Aquila
is
became,
this?
what's it called? I forget the name of the team, but I mean, somebody out there will
They don't know. Oh my god.
I don't think they have any idea Zap isn't there.
They need it. Yeah, they don't have any idea.
Yeah. That's such a big pick for them too, to get that.
They're like, oh shit, we gotta go.
They're gonna hear it and then go in.
Yeah.
It's so funny watching like the reactions and how fast they are to reacting to that stuff. Neilwall is getting blown up, dude. Oh my god, that Persephone ult.
Dude,
all the way to the fountain.
200 IQ.
Yeah, man. I was there with Cog won the first time. That was crazy. Hey, what was the team that Cognitive Aquila ended up becoming? I forget.
Obey?
That was Obey, right? Okay. I wanted to make sure that it was Obey at the time, because I knew
teams got first, second, and third.
Yeah, I knew it wasn't Titan or whatever.
Nah, it was Obey at that time, I'm pretty sure.
Wait, was it Obey?
It was either Obey or Titan or one of those. It was the blue and it was blue and white colors.
That might have been Titan then at the time.
It was blue and white.
Aquila ended up becoming Titan then, because Obey wasn't a thing back then. I'm pretty sure. Blue and white was 100% Titan, because that was Replicas and all of them.
Yeah, it's been a while, yeah.
Yeah.
On the fire giant changes the entire.
I got you, Yobi. It's just trust me, you're not missing a whole lot. I'm sorry. I love them, but it's been a dead zone here. We've been in a dead zone for the past few minutes.
Smite will never get any good orgs again.
Yeah, Titan then Obey.
I wish like EG touched this. I wish Evil Geniuses touched Smite.
I don't think they will.
No, I wish they did.
Like
is what I'm
EG,
saying.
Liquid, all those guys would never touch Smite.
And dare the Knights to come in.
They do, and the Knights, they don't pick up on that dare. Instead, Radiance have established themselves a solid defensive positioning around the Fire Giant. Benji is going to be acting as an iron wall, as Scary D may have stepped a little bit too far forward.
See, I feel like right now, though, you can't really do a whole lot with, like, the set Retta.
He makes his way out of there, but Radiance are gonna
They have to, like, all in for a fight.
Towards the fire and start this one up. They've got Magi's on everyone, and Pittsburgh Knights.
They have to blow up Persephone, I think.
Got the waves pushed up at the very least. And that's certainly good. Zorg gets the Magi's pushed back out, so that means PK can fight this one, but the fire is already so low.
Cabra is there.
Confirm it again, so now all of a sudden it's an awful fight for PK. And they're forced to
look at that turnabout, baby!
The aggression from Cyclone Spin, but still they've claimed no lives.
Someone's got to die here, right?
Quite a bit of damage. And Radiance
oh my god, nobody died.
Watch Cubo, he goes up into the tree. There's plenty of targets out there. He lands on a roar, can't quite do more than that.
Oh my god, man.
Oh damn, dude, Cubo gonna be toast. This might be it for Steven Zappas.
Tied up at 12-12, and Radiance
60
with
seconds.
Real lead here in this game. No relics for the jungle and support.
Enhanced fire, 60 seconds. That's so much time.
So they head back, pick up this minion wave, and Mifflin, I don't think there's any doubt where they're heading.
They're going for that mid Phoenix. The left Phoenix has respawned, slightly weakened here, but already PK realize it, trying to push forward as many waves as they can. But this is a huge power play opportunity.
Cyclone has Malice, Fail Not, Wind Demon, and a Poison Star. Not a bad build for what he's trying to accomplish. I actually agree with the build for what he's trying to accomplish. Wow. Nah, this is. I think this is Deej, right?
And 3 is not
looking
enough
at
for Radiance.
Like
this Deej right here is gonna be. They have 10 seconds, so they gotta hurry.
Pittsburgh's nice base is even weaker.
I mean, they're gonna get all the Phoenixes though. I feel like.
Yeah, they're gonna fight this one out.
I don't think they can defend this mid Phoenix.
Oh, Zappas is getting bodied though.
So Radiance just move right on in. Benji's in the face of Zappas.
Oh my god, he got rooted.
He's got 3 back there looking at him. Meanwhile, the rest of his team puts the hurting on the Neo. So Benji does eventually die, and his team gets the middle Phoenix during that window.
All 3 Phoenixes though, like the only way is to stagger deaths.
But Radiance have got to get a clean retreat.
Aurora likely gonna fall here, finds the 3-man stun.
Wait, Robin canceled backing and he stayed.
Picking up that kill. Benji steps a little bit too far forward from
oh man, dude. Scary has to be the one to catch it though.
They're running, dude. They're running it down mid.
Is there a comeback to this caliber at the SPL level, especially on the world stage?
I mean, they have so much though going into their fucking base. They can't. They need Scylla.
Surging forward, they left Paul back at the base. Adapting, going to be backing. So there's only 2 to defend that middle Phoenix.
They can't get a Phoenix here.
But it's 4 men
Big man Tings just has to ult that
Be
wall.
able to at least get this Phoenix.
Yeah.
He just has to ult the corner wall.
He
just needs to slow them. Like, look at how low Scary is already.
Big man Tings doing it all for his team. Said, you want my bird, you're going to have to come better than that.
And they do not come better than that. In fact, Pittsburgh Knights leave better than that. It is a 14.
Yeah, the Malice only works because it's Chernobog. That's like legit the only reason why. I don't think I would recommend Malice on any other hunter except for maybe Artemis. Possibly Jingwei. But like, I actually really like the Malice. If you're gonna full commit to crit like this, I have no gripes with the Malice there. I mean, it's literally fight outside of your base or lose the game. That's it. Like they can't even do anything.
Problem is they can't fight outside the base.
That's the only way though.
Yeah, it's honestly
like,
if I was Radiance, I just pushed all the waves and
damned if you
wait
do,
for them
damned
to
if you
fuck up.
don't.
Yeah.
That's it. And Paul has to get the most godlike ult we've ever seen.
There's Nirama.
That wasn't bad, but
big Scylla ult. Big Scylla ult.
Still looking better for wear, but Cubo Fred's gotten rid of a roar. Big man Tings has 1 in return, but it is 2 for 1 in favor of the defense so far. Aurora and Cyclone Spin have been removed, but look at Adapting running for his life off to the right.
Oh, I think he got him.
Adapting, uses the overhead kick, keeps his life intact for a moment, goes for the turn. Scary D.
Dude, are they really gonna get all their Phoenixes? Didn't we just say he had to get the most godlike ult?
Not 42 minutes into the game.
But He finds the most godlike ult.
That means now Pittsburgh Knights have a moment, but what can they do? I mean, they have 3 finishes down. They must keep these wins
Fucking
out.
Paul's
I don't even know if they
gamer.
can push with this opportunity. So Radiance
Paul's gamer lean is the one thing giving PK power here.
Dude, he's
I feel
leaning
like
more and more.
if PK wins this game, though, they win the set. That's my 2 cents.
With this huge advantage, 3 dead for another 20 seconds.
Like, Paul's
I don't think
literally
they get
like
anything
this
off
in
it.
his
Maybe
chair.
Some of their Phoenixes respawn, but Fire Giant should still likely be going towards Radiance with the
I don't
advantage they created on the
understand
map. That's what you
how
get.
a
You create
man
so
could
much
possibly
space.
have
Radiance
such a heavy
create an
gamer
opportunity where
lean,
even if they
but
do
I
make a
respect it
mistake,
so much
there's
right
really
now.
no punishment for PK
I
to
really
get.
do.
Well, it looks like the Knights are going to commit.
God, just look at those
to this
waves,
Fire Giant, but
dude.
They gotta be careful. There are fire minions in left and in right.
They're gonna all in this. They have to, I feel like. If they get an enhance, it's their only chance to come back.
And find a way to contest. So much of the game rides on this
Oh.
fight and how well Radiance
See,
can
half
defend
of Tings'
Vinci
HP
loops
just
around
disappear.
behind, steps into the Fire Giant pit with the ult, but not enough for the steal. PK secure the enhanced Fire Giant late in the game, but Radiance have 4 members here. They're surging forward as well. There's the blink, locks down Paul, and that's got to be the biggest target to try and get.
Cyclone spin, ults in, just a little bit
Oh.
more. Big man Ting puts Paul down, and the mid Phoenixes respawn already.
Do they? I don't know if they can defend though.
Fire Giant on
without
4 members
Paul.
of PK, but it's still them on the back foot.
The left side Phoenix has already fallen as well. That tied to the minions. Cuba Fred is up in the sky and crashes down for a 2-man knockup. Then head to the back line to look for some more shred. Big man Tings has
This is
fallen
huge.
right behind
But
him.
look at the minions.
Gets another scary D.
Zap has to live here or else it's over. Oh my god, he lived. Oh my god, he didn't live!
Oh
my god!
Dude, Kibo's about to die to creeps.
Trying to defend, and that is enough. The Titan should stay.
Oh, here comes the wave on right, pushing that Phoenix.
50 seconds left.
Oh, he got it!
Let's go, dude.
There's only 3 of them.
There's nothing they can do. I think Radiance may still have created enough space.
Bro, 30 seconds.
There's no way. Paul doesn't
just
spawn
don't
in
have- they
time.
don't have enough.
In right. They stopped and left in mid, and Pittsburgh Knights are continuing to push.
I don't think
They have an opportunity
They're doing the
to
Michael
push out,
Jackson.
But there's also minions now coming to the right
Paul
hand
can
side.
clear, Paul can
So they're
clear.
contesting a base race. They have to send Paul back. No, Paul's respawn to deal, and the rest of PK
No
can
way.
push up.
Oh my god, they might actually have it.
To a game 5.
PK, the absolute maestros of a
Oh my god. This is
Oh my
unreal.
god.
Alright, PK wins this set.
Is this PK team resilient? You are not beating them easily. They will not go quietly. You must come correct, or you must not come at all. What a performance